Right in time for Halloween, this next report profiles a young makeup artist whose style may be a little off the beaten path, but has a certain flair which may give similar artists in Hollywood a run for their money. Charles Fisher has the gory details.
Her artwork can somewhat be described as freaky, something straight out of a Hollywood movie. For 12-year-old Sienna Bow, it all got started with some classwork.
Decided to put like little strips of glue on our books, and we let it there. We left it in our desk and we left it to dry. And then my friend just gave me markers, and then I just started to glue it on my hand and just started from there.
An 8th grade at Anatole Rogers High School, her curiosity of graphics and FX makeup got her brains ticking.
After I did that, I decided that it was so cool that I wanted to research it. And then I actually started to watch somebody on YouTube, and that's when I started to get the feel of it. And they used to do a lot of stuff for Halloween time, but not only Halloween. It would be like through the year and just like different stuff. They wouldn't just do like stuff for Halloween. Like it's really cool to me because you could bring stuff that doesn't normally happen to life.
Some of her work look like scenes straight out of a horror movie.
I know it's fake. I'll be honest with you, I hate scary movies. But if I know it's fake, I could actually stand and look at it, and I could actually do it. And it's probably just because of the generation I'm in, but it's actually cool and fascinating to me. That's why I did it.
Okay, this is the start of one of her creations. By the end of this story, you will see the finished work and be amazed.
Depends on how entered you are. It will take about 30 to 20 minutes. But if you wanted to do something like really gory, it would take a long time. Like the one I did last night, the process of that was putting glue on my face, then ground coffee, and then blow drying it, and then doing it again, like a repeated process. It was like layers. So that's why it took so long.
And the materials she uses, you can find just like that.
Everything I use is homemade or something that you could find in like a store or a thing like this. This is scar wax. I made this at home with flour and Vaseline, and that's it. And you just mix it together and you get like this doughy substance. Just chalk, that's all it is. Scrape this until it becomes a powder, and then mix it with either water or alcohol, and it becomes like an alcohol or water paint stuff. And then glue, and that's it.
Now to that finished product. Told you, it's like it's straight out of Hollywood. Young Sienna is hoping to start her own business soon, but from the looks of things, she already has a job in the movie business. Quite a unique young lady there, Sienna Bow. Well, we are now moving up the street to Partyland. This is the place most persons come to get their trick or treat, Halloween stuff, candies, masks, whatever. But with the pandemic going on, things may have been a little bit slow. But we were in this area yesterday, and we saw persons were already outside. Vendia, right? Yeah. Vendia, how has business been during this time of the year, during what we're going through?
At first, we were kind of skeptical about the Halloween being the pandemic, but actually we had a full-blown past our expectations doing with this pandemic. We have had customers coming in looking for costumes for kiddies, and they have now resorted that even though it's a pandemic and they can't go to trick-or-treat, they are now actually staying at home and decorating each room of the house and allowing the kids to dress up in their costume and knock on each door to collect candies. After which, they started coming in for candies by the boatload, decorations for the rooms, and costumes. They were selling as we were putting them out. They were just going off the shelves.
And I can see, because I was in the store last year getting a costume for me, myself, LaDon, and the crew. Sorry we couldn't dress up in our Halloween costume this year, but people are not letting this get to them, and they are having fun. Kids still wanting to go out. They still want their treats.
Yes, they do. And they're making sure, Mommy, I want this, I want to dress like this, and I want lots and lots of candy. So they're making sure, even though the pandemic, they're still keeping up with the tradition.
What seems to be the top sellers this year in terms of costume?
In terms of costumes, when it came to the toddlers, they were into the Toy Story and a lot of other characters such as the unicorn. Unicorn was kind of popular for the little baby girls. When it came for the older girls, we were into the more ghostly, into the ghostly cheerleader, the ghostly angels, as well as anything to do with fairies and girly girl. When it came to the boys were into the Batman, the Spider-Man, ninjas, and all of those different things.
So don't let this downtime turn you away. Partyland is still open here in the Harbor Bay Shopping Center. Give us your hours today.
Today we are open up from 9 until 5:30, and don't be late. Please be here on time so you can get your last minute stuff. Candies, candies, candies. We still have costumes and treat bags. Don't hesitate to come on down today.
How does the curbside work? Because I noticed yesterday when I was here, a lot of persons were outside. You weren't allowed people inside. How does that work now?
With the curbside, we had to adjust. We had to be able to actually take the costumes outside to the customers. After we would have already asked them the sizes and they would have confirmed the sizes, we were able to move the sizes out for them. Also, we had some customers that actually WhatsApped us and we sent them photos and they made their choices via WhatsApp and just came in and pick up.
So there you have it. Halloween is not until tomorrow, but there's a lockdown this weekend for here in New Providence, Abaco, and Grand Bahama. I wish I could take this one home with me. I think if this was my date tonight, would have really, really brought me out. I know my wife might have something to say about that, but I think I'd rather just take this one home with me tonight. You have anything else you want to add before we get on here?
Like I say, just come on down today and get your last minute things, and we're going to welcome you with good arms. For those that want to do with the WhatsApp, we do have a WhatsApp contact. It's posted on our Facebook page. You can get the WhatsApp. We'll send you the photos so you don't have to worry about the bustle outside on the curbside.
So there you have it here from Partyland. They're opening at 9 o'clock this morning until 5:30. So come on down, get your treats, get your candies, and get everything. They have all the props. Like they say, people are continuing to buy. And this is Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody. This is how I'm going to look tonight.